Give by a couple minutes here.
War, it must come, it must go. Because that's the way the world goes. Don't fuck with my spirit, my crow. Like I told you hoes, you get exposed. Don't fuck with my spirit, ancestors won't hear it. Don't fuck with my spirit, ancestors won't hear it. I got the keys, or persevering. Cause I got the keys, or persevering. Don't fuck with my spirit, 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 don't fuck with my spirit. Cause I got the keys and it fearing. Don't fuck with me when I'm in my blood. My ancestors, they cause a shit. I can't control how they shit. Calling out the dance and it's off with they head. Kiss me the baby. My eyes crying red. I feel all they pain. My ancestors, yes, they won't leave my memory. Is this insane? Or is this a gift? They call us a witch, cause our souls got dripped. I know that it's power, this magic hour. Yeah, this magic hour. Oh, it must come, it must go.
I think you other nations had better listen to Father Indigo and that song Spirit, because I don't really think you understand who you're dealing with now. You used to be able to say things about us and there was no consequences. Okay? Those days are gone. There will be consequences for messing with us and messing with our spirit, messing with our peace. You just because your people have hidden books, I'm going to read a little bit from Judith. You don't understand that. You think that it's a game, and you think that, like, look, when you want to talk about Hebrew Israelites, we're not all dealing with the same power. Okay? These Hebrew Israelites who do not acknowledge the mother, they're with you. The ones that are just, yelling, screaming, saying the same things over and over again, not delving into other books, not getting any other information, those are people are dealing with you. But the ones who have been called to read other books, get more understanding, to acknowledge our mother, the Holy Spirit, and then you want to make videos blaspheming her. See, that's the thing that Yahushua said. There's one thing you're not going to be able to be forgiven of, and that is blaspheming our mother. And see, now when you do those things, look how quickly things switched for you. All of a sudden now, you can't preach anymore because of these are angels over here tormenting you. Holy Spirit sending angels to torment you. Because you must understand, you're not dealing with people who don't have the Spirit. We have spirits. We have angels. We have the ultimate Spirit, the Holy Spirit. She was only given to us. This is why go to Deuteronomy 28:10. While the other people realize who the Most High's chosen people are, they're what? They are afraid. They are afraid not because of what you see. They are afraid of what they don't see. They're afraid of the spirits that we have at our disposal. They're afraid of our power. They are afraid of our Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? That's what is going on right here. And that's a prime example of what you're seeing going on with this Mitchell dude's ministry. Sending those tormenting spirits on people. Now, see, you other nations, you already know. That is why there are so few people now. Anyone that's come up against myself over the years has ended up, falling out, just, getting the hell up out of here. That has nothing to do with me. That has to do with the spirits that have been around me. Just like I'm sure it's happened with many of you. How the Most High removes people from you that, vex your spirit. So when you're doing things, especially now, that vex our spirit, and you try to take us away from the mother, take us away from the father, the Most High is going to send spirits and vexing spirits, tormenting spirits on you. This is why other camps, other groups rarely say anything to me. Say anything to people like myself. They want to make it sound like, although they're crazy. No, they know better than to say anything. Because they cannot prove any of this. Any of the things that they're saying, any of the accusations they're saying about the things that we are teaching. So when someone like this pastor tries to come against the Holy Spirit, you're not coming against me. You're coming against my mother. You're coming against my father. And there's a reason why the other nations in the past knew not to mess with the Most High's chosen people when they are in, communion with their power. The Egyptians learned that. Babylonians learned that. Once we have served our punishment and the Most High turns his face back to us, it's a wrap for them. Persians and Medes learned that. Greeks learned that. Romans learned that. And now the revived Roman Empire and you vassals are about to learn that. So the best thing for you is to bless our people. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for us to pray for you. Because we're the only ones that have a direct connection with the Most High. And that is the way the Most High set these things up. When the Pharaoh lost his child, lost his son, and he was letting the Hebrews go, he did what? He asked Moses to pray for him. Why would he do that? You're the Pharaoh. You control everything. You're like a god on earth. That's like the Pope coming and asking us to pray for him because he knows the truth. Why do you think he prays to a black Madonna every day? Because he knows not to go against the true Holy Spirit while he's telling you to worship a white one. So see, let me read a little something here from the book of Judith. Okay? From the book of Judith. Now you got to understand, they're giving, you can read that chapter 5 and they're telling you our whole history. Okay? But the thing is at the end. Let me get it. Judith 5, I'll start at Judith 5 and 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. That keeps going on. It's a recurring theme over and over and over again. But we have served our punishment. The Most High has called his children back in. The Holy Spirit has called her children back in. So you just imagine a mother who's had to watch her children go through horrible times and has not been able to do anything to protect her children. And then the Father says, you can now gather them back in. You can now protect them. And then some of you want to come and say things about her. That's not going to go well for you at all. 19. But now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. So that's the return of the Most High. That's the awakening of us. Baruch 2 and 30. Now, therefore, my Lord, and this is Achior talking to his Lord, okay? and governor. If there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So you talking. Okay, when we're not with our power, we don't have any power. When the Most High turns his face away from us, you can say those things. Not anymore. 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So see, you were talking about my Holy Spirit a couple weeks ago, talking about my mother a couple weeks ago. And what the Most High says is going to happen to you when you come to do that? And their power be for them. Our power is turn his face back to us. And we become a reproach before the whole world, before all the world. And that is exactly what you're seeing right now. People that come against us quickly. It used to take a little bit longer. This happened pretty quick. You become a reproach in front of all the world. You are a lesson. Most of you nations, you are a lesson. You can be a lesson of a blessing and how to get one, or you can be one of how to become a reproach in front of all the world, depending on your actions. And when Achior had finished these sayings, all the people standing around about the tent murmured. And the chief men of Holofernes and all that dwelt by the seaside and in Moab spake that he should kill them, because they don't want to hear that. They want to hear that everybody's equal. We all have access to the power. We all have equal access to everything. So with someone that brings that information to you about the difference between the true Israelites and everyone else, no one wants to hear that, just like today. But you're going to hear that anyways, because that's what the Most High has us do. That's what the Spirit is leading us to do. So things are going to happen when you do come against the true power, the true people. We are now called back. So be very careful with what you say. Be very careful who you're saying it to. This is how not all black people are the same. You can say certain things to certain black people and nothing ever happens to you, because they're with you. They're Psalms 83. They're blasphemies. They are black vassals to your system. The Most High is not dealing with them. But when you come against the ones that have the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, that's when you are now walking into the lion's den and the lioness's den as well. Much love, family. Shalom.